We do industrial contracting and maintenance, like spill cleanup, oil response. We do right-of-way maintenance. We do valve changeouts. We do piping, support work, service, anomaly digs, just everything to do with like the, I guess, middle oil stream industry, like pipelines and maintenance stuff.
His business is so busy, I actually hooked him up with Andrew Hoffman of our rental fleet, and we got him a rental 930H. So it wasn't a demo. He actually rented a 930H for 2 full months before we delivered his new 930K. And it turned out to be one of the best things ever because, you know, he really enjoyed his 930H. And now that he's got his 930K, he's like so much happier with some of the things.
Everything we're handling is heavier and bigger, so we move quite a bit of gravel around site. We move the curb stops or bullards. We handle pipe with it. It's just a very handy machine. Well, on the loader we have pallet forks right now, our big material handling forks, and a bucket. And then come winter we'll hopefully have a big snow blade for it, so we can take care of it. I mean, it's just so much more maneuverable than a road grader, especially on a tight facility. It's, you know, and it gives you lifting. We can load trucks out and everything with snow and materials. We had a smaller wheel loader in the past, and it was also a cat machine, and it's still here, the 907. It's a great machine too, but this is just the big brother, and it's just that much bigger and better. So we had an H-Series from you guys as a kind of like a demo and on rent from you guys. Well, this one was getting built, I guess. And the new coupler on this fusion coupler is just amazing. Like there's no play in it, there's no wiggle. It's just tight. Like the bucket's part of the machine. The pin rollback points are quite a bit tucked under. There's the bucket redesign on it. Like it's just that much more of a machine. Like it's so much easier to fill the bucket out of a stockpile. Like there's no wheel slippage. It just creeps in and just grabs it. And I mean, the other one we tried only had, you know, a few hundred hours on it, but there's a little bit of play in it. And you notice that when you're operating it quite regularly. So this one's just, it's tight. It's more, I don't know, it's just the next generation. The engineering on it's just that much better. Like the pin location, the center pivots more underneath the bucket in line with where it should be if you didn't have a quick attach. So like bank loading out of a bank or stockpile, the loader, the bucket just doesn't lift as much, just kind of rolls back. It's easier to get a full bucket full. The redesign of the bucket with the new attachments, like the bucket's shaped different. It's more like a skid steer bucket. It's just way easier to bank load. Everybody noticed it just loading trucks already. It's that much of an improvement. The pallet forks, when you're using them, there's no swap in those side pins that used to come out on the previous Series H. There's just that wiggle in there. This doesn't have it, so when you're going to grab pallets on the ground, and there's just no wiggle. It's just everything's just tight. Like it's just part of the machine. Yeah, the new cab design, like the cab's got that nice round glass on the front. The wider stance on the loader arms, you can see between there. You can see the tips of your pallet forks better. It's a great machine to operate. Like, I mean, all the operators love it so far.
He talked to his dad, Louie, or his cousin, Cole, that run the machine. And you know what? They just talk about how easy it is to fill the bucket with that new bucket design. They're just so much happier with the K than their rental H. The machine is just, it's the next generation. It's the next best thing.
This machine's half as loud as the other one. Like this, it's amazingly quiet. Even at full throttle, when you're zipping around, transferring roading from site to site, it's amazingly quiet. The ride control on it, we didn't have that on that other one. The machine doesn't hop, it doesn't get the speed bounces. It's a very controllable machine, it's very predictable. The little 907 has a hydrostatic, and there's no shift jar. Like with a power shift transmission, there's that jar between gears. And when you're carrying materials, you hit that jar, you lose a little bit out of the bucket, or you're carrying, you know, pipe or something, and, you know, just jars, things move. It's just, you know, it's not as safe. When this thing's just smooth as can be. And also the fuel economy with the hydrostatic transmission, because it just seems to always be in the right throttle range. We've noticed probably 30% fuel savings, maybe 40% over the previous loader, the 930, the H series. And it's one of the good things Cat did do is put the hydrostatic. I mean, some of your competition does have it, and we did look at the competition, not gonna lie to you, but our backing we get from Cat, like our product support rep, is phenomenal. And you know, he goes out of his way to help us out and said, you know, wait, it'll be worth the wait. Like, you know, he hooked us up with the demo one, the 930H, and the one we rented there for a while, and it was definitely worth the wait. Because I mean, going with we like our yellow iron, and going with all Cat fleet, so it's worth it. In this industry, I mean, it's full of everyday challenges. It's fun. Like, you know, we get summer, it's beautifully hot out. Machine's got air conditioning now, it's great. And then in the winter time, we got beautiful cabs with heaters in them that you get to work in. It's not a bad job. I don't know, every day's an adventure. That's kind of what it is. I mean, the industry throws you little challenges and you got to overcome and succeed at what you do.